Hello! Sunday night, 8 o'clock, Diana the Happy Lawyer time. Sunday night, 8 o'clock, Diana the Happy Lawyer time. And now here's Diana. No drum roll because I didn't get a drum this week, but maybe for Christmas, maybe Santa will bring me a drum. Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is our Thanksgiving, post-Thanksgiving show. Last week was the pre-Thanksgiving show, and drawing a blank right now as to what the show was last week. It was, this is what happens when your week gets messed up because of a holiday. And I know I still only had a short work week, and then Thursday was this and Friday was that. I'm running all over the place, and it seems like last Sunday was about a month ago. It was only a week ago. I'm sure if I think hard enough, I'll be able to remember what it was, but it's not coming to me now. Tonight I want to talk about Thanksgiving, and that we should be thankful not just on Thanksgiving Day. We should be thankful all the time, and that being thankful should be a lifestyle, not a day. So, we all get together on Thanksgiving and eat way too much food. I know my family cooks for like a small country, and it's really it's really borderline, like it's gluttony. For sure. It's definitely gluttony. And we have a new tradition now where we play Trivial Pursuit after dinner, which is always fun because we always end up, cracking up at something or another. So it's nice. It's nice to have games. When I was younger, we used to sing Christmas songs at Thanksgiving. And, it's interesting to think about the changes in life that go by, because when you talk about being thankful as a lifestyle, it means you have to be thankful for everything that's going on throughout your life, and sometimes things are going on that aren't good, that you don't want to be thankful for, like somebody passing away. My friend's mom just passed away unexpectedly, or expectedly. I don't know. It was unexpected to me, and whether it's expected or unexpected, let's face it, it sucks. There's no other way around it, especially when somebody passes away at the holidays. I mean, how can you be thankful for something like that? So you got to feel crappy about that, no doubt. But then you got to be thankful for all of the times that you did have with that person. And, you have to be thankful for the lessons that they've taught you in life, that they're, you can carry on, and thankful for memories. Both of my parents are passed away. And, was I sad about that at Thanksgiving? Yes. I was, because I miss them. And because now I have a different tradition with other G and Turcos. And, you can't help it. You can't help but think back on when you used to wake up in the morning and watch Thanksgiving Day Parade. Me and my mother used to watch the Thanksgiving Day Parade, and she would just cook. She cooked for days. The woman cooked for days. She would take off from work and cook for days, just so we could have an amazing Thanksgiving dinner. And, it's hard to not miss that. It is impossible to be thankful for not having her in my life, but it is possible to be thankful for all of those great times that we did have together. And same with my dad, my brother was talking this morning about, going out to dinner on Thanksgiving. That's something that is also a different tradition. Now, I'm sure that you're not any less thankful just because you're not sitting around a home-cooked meal, even though in some people's minds that's what you're supposed to be doing, home-cooked meal. But the person who is the most thankful for going out to dinner is the person that had to cook that meal, or the person who had to clean up, or the person who had to do all the shopping. And I've gone out. We went to Millridge Inn one time for Thanksgiving, and it was lovely and very nice, but no leftovers. You don't go home with a ton of leftovers. That's the problem for eating out. But so times change in your life, and it depends on what's going on at the time, that you have to be able to appreciate the things that happened that you're thankful for now. And if you don't have things that are going on now, traditions or family or friends, whatever's going on, then you have to think back on things that you're thankful for in the past. Now, I was listening this week to Wayne Dyer, who I was talked about several times already in these shows, one of my big inspirations. And he was talking about, living in the now, living in the now moment. Everybody hears about this living in the present moment, living in the now, because really the only thing that exists is right now. Anything that happened in the past is gone. Anything that happened in the future hasn't happened yet. So you have to live in the now. But the thing about living in the now is you still have memories of the past. So if you're thinking about the past while you're living in the now, then what are you living in? Are you living in now or are you living in the past now? So it can be a little mixed up. But what he said was, it's not about living in the now. It's about being present now and being able to appreciate all of those things that now, even if they happened in the past, being able to appreciate all the great Thanksgivings. Hey, Ginny, how you doing? Ginny Caputo. She knew my mom, and she knew my mom would cook up a storm. There was always food at the house, and food was love. Food is love in my mind, in my growing up childhood. Food is love. That's why I carry around a little extra love around my midsection here, and around my thighs, a little extra love. So you have to be present now. You have to appreciate what's going on at this time. And even if that means that you're thinking about the past, things that have happened, or you're planning for the future. So, so really what you're living, this is what Wayne Dyer said, is that your life is actually a bunch of consecutive now moments, like now and now and now. So obviously when I'm thinking about all of my past Thanksgivings, and I'm grateful for them, and I miss whatever traditions that I have, I can still appreciate that and be present in my current Thanksgiving with the other Gianturcos, the Mario Gianturco family. And believe me, they're prolific, and there's a lot of them, and they're a lot of fun, and they really make me, they make me feel like family. I am family. They're cousins, but I'm like a straggler Gianturco because of my brothers. One of my brothers in Florida, one of my brothers out on the end of the island, and so it's kind of like I feel. I don't want to say lonely. Lonely's not really a word that I feel. I don't feel lonely, but I do feel alone. Not having immediate family, not having a husband and kids, and do I feel sad about that? Yeah, sometimes I do. Does that mean I shouldn't be grateful for the fact that I have me, I have good health, I have a beautiful home, I got cats, I have other people's children? People say, oh, you don't have any of your own children? I said, no, I don't have my own children. I have other people's children. So I can play with other people's children. I can treat other people's children and teach them, show them things. And then, when they get cranky or bratty, I can give them back to their parents. And then I can sleep late and go on vacation. So, I'm not going to not appreciate the fact that I have so much for my own life, just because I don't have any children. It's something that I see people with children, and they got a lot of headaches too. And hey, they have a lot of joy, and they have stress too that comes with that. I have a lot of joy and I have stress, but it's not children's stress. So I can just I can still appreciate that by being present now in my life as a whatever year-old woman I am, ... I'm much younger than I look, so I won't say. But I'm not worried about it. I feel like the universal energy is such that if I'm going to have children in my life, my own children to take care of, they'll come one way or another. They'll get here. I'm not going to stress out over it. I'm not going to wring my hands because, I don't have kids. I'm going to just enjoy my vacation life now because that's the way I feel. I always say that in another life, I was old Mother Hubbard who lived in the shoe, and I had so many children, I didn't know what to do. And I said, in my next life, I'm not having any children, and I'm going to have a vacation life, and I'm going to enjoy every minute of it. So I'm pretty convinced that this is my vacation life. I feel very motherly and all of that crap. So I know that in some other life or form or whatever, I'm mothers to my cats. I'm mothers to all the dogs that I meet. I'm mothers to my, for my friend Ernie, who's watching right now. I feel maternal, because I love him so much. He's it's not like he's a brother. It's like, well, we're like the same anyway. We're just we're cut from the same cloth. So it's kind of like we're mirror images of each other. But we share the same energy. And he is also my friend Ernie. I hope you don't mind me talking about you. Another gentleman who doesn't have any children. And guess what? We get to go out and do whatever we want. And we do a lot of childlike stuff. We went snow tubing last year. And we went to the Jones Beach Festival of Lights, the Magic Lights thing the other night, Friday night, on a whim, because, we could. And guess what? I'm pretty grateful for that. I'm pretty grateful for being able to just, do whatever I want to do and not have to worry about whether or not, I have to worry about putting someone to bed or dinners or college education. I paid for my own college education, so that was enough. So sometimes in life you think that the point is there's always going to be something that you could feel unthankful for. But if there's something that you're feeling unthankful for, it means that you need to replace that in your mind with something that you are thankful for. I know a lot of people who don't have children. And they're, wringing their hands. Oh my God, I don't have children. I didn't, they try this and that and medical procedures and all of that. And it doesn't work. Well, what are you going to do? Maybe it's just not meant to be. And, I don't know, adopt a child, and whatever. Maybe someday I'll be adopting children. But if you're going to live in the now and be present now, you have to understand that your life now, whatever the circumstances are, if you have children or don't have children, if you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, or if you just broke up with your boyfriend or girlfriend, even if you're unthankful for that, there's still going to be something that you're going to be thankful for. So let's say that, I was in a relationship and it broke up. Okay. So I'm not thankful for that. I'm not thankful for losing a relationship. It hurts. And it wasn't my plan. But I have to be thankful for being able to see that maybe there were things going on in that relationship that were not good for me. And sometimes when you're in a relationship that's not good, you just stay in it because you're worried that maybe that you won't find anyone else, or that, you rationalize the things that are good about it. But, and then if that relationship comes to an end, then you have to find something that you're thankful for, even though it's not what you wanted. It's, sad or whatever, it's what I'm saying is that I know I'm Diana the happy lawyer, right? But you can't always be happy all the time. There is going to be times in your life where you're unhappy or not thankful or sad or lonely or frustrated or angry, all of those things. And at the holiday time is when a lot of those things will boil up to the top, because you might feel like you're missing something in your life, or you might feel the stress of having too much going on. I had a lot of stuff going on this week. I mean, like I said, I don't even remember last Sunday. I don't remember what the show was about. If I can, oh yes, I see now my notes from last week. It's about being habitual people. That's funny. So I forgot about the habits. I forgot about repetition and habits, but that is something that, we keep in our lives and maintain so that we can stay on track. And when things go off track, like during the holidays, when all of a sudden everything is hubbub and crazy and nutty, that's when things can get stressful. And if you feel that there's something missing in your life, you might feel unhappy or not thankful for it. So that can happen. I'm never going to tell anybody that, you have to be happy 100% of the time. because there is a roller coaster out there, and you're going to go up and you're going to go down, and that's the universal law of polarity. You have to have up in order to have down. If you don't have, whoa, let's go this way. If you don't have up, you can't have down. It's never going to be even like that all the time. It's going to go up and down a little bit. So you got to be able to flow with that up and down. And when you're a little lower on this side, you can lift yourself up to be a little higher or be a little even. So, there's ways to think about being thankful, even when you're sad or depressed or something. Go for a walk, read a book, watch a funny movie. What did I do the other day? I watched something funny. I put on something funny. Now I have all the Christmas shows and everything that I can watch, so they always make me happy. And sometimes they make me cry too, because, I remember watching them with my mom, and it's tough because, we'd watch the shows together and she's not here. But you know what? I can still watch. I can feel sad that she's not here, but I can also be thankful for all of those great memories, because there are people out there. Not everybody has great memories about childhood and parents and, all of that stuff. So, if I'm going to still feel a little sad, then I have to measure it out. So this is like the little sad, and then I go a little happy until the sad goes lower. So you got to balance it out. And as you know, I like to look up quotes about whatever my show is this week and see, give you ideas of what other people are saying about that. And so I looked up quotes about being thankful every day, and there was really nothing different other than be thankful every day. Every day have gratitude for things that are going on. There's always something every day that you can be thankful for. So it was very repetitious about, just be thankful every day. And that's why I thought it was kind of interesting that it's just like a statement. Just be thankful every day. And it's not as easy as just being thankful every day. And when we are living in the now and being present in this moment, it is going to include maybe some sad things from your past, or maybe, a future looking forward to Christmas without, your significant other, or without a family member, or maybe you are changing jobs or moving to a new location, and all of those things can be stressful. And while you're trying to be present in your new location, you're also thinking about all your past Christmases and holidays and things that you're missing. So if that's going on, and listen, some people might be super happy. I know some people that moved to Florida and they're really excited about it. They can't wait to have Christmas in Florida and be in the sun. And I can tell you from living in Florida myself that people decorate their houses a lot more in Florida because the weather is beautiful. It's like 75 degrees. Who doesn't want to go out and decorate their house for Christmas when it's 75 degrees? I don't even want to think about decorating my house outside because it's freezing in New York. And right now it's raining and snowy. So I'm definitely not doing any decorating outside today. But, change can be good. Change can be bad. Whatever it is, put it in perspective and find something to be thankful for. And if you can't, then just wait a little while. Wait a little while, change your perspective, change what you're looking at. Call a friend to cheer you up. Do something that makes you happy. Soak in the bathtub. Draw. I love to create stuff. I actually went to Michael's today. Looks like Michael's, the craft store, might be going out of business, and I'm very, very disappointed about that because they did not have a lot of stuff. And I was a little panicked because one of my fun things to do is to make wreaths at Christmas time. And they did not have a lot of flowers, and they did not have the classic little flower that I like. But you know what? I know what's going to happen. I'm going to go online, and I'm going to find it, and I'm going to order it on Amazon or eBay, and it's going to be here in a day or two without me having to deal with the stress of driving and parking and dealing with people. And that's the reason why a lot of these stores are going out, because people don't want to deal with the stress. They'd rather just order it online, and that is definitely a less stressful way of living. Something I may be speaking about in the next couple of weeks, because I know people are going to be stressing out about Christmas and, well, I got to do this and I got to do that. And, a big answer to that is to go online and order stuff and And then it just gets delivered to your house, and it saves so much time and so much aggravation and so much stress that you can definitely avoid a lot of Christmas stress and a lot of holiday stress by ordering online. Unfortunately, the end result of that is this brick and mortar stores, as they're called, end up going out of business. And we're going to end up just ordering online, and FedEx and UPS are gonna be rich because they're going to be delivering everything. But if it takes effort, if it takes effort to be thankful to find something to be thankful for, then make the effort to do it, because it's worth it. It's worth it to be active and change your perspective, change what you're doing, do something different that's going to lift you up out of a depression or doldrums or sadness or wallowing in self-pity. I do all of those things very well. Believe it or not, Diana the Happy Lawyer, I get depressed sometimes. I want to wallow in self-pity sometimes. And it's just because I'm human. It's just because when things don't go the way you want them to go, and you're, dealing with the breakup of a relationship, then you feel sad. You have to feel sad. You have to go through it, If people disappoint you, if you have friends that you expect to, help you pick up the pieces, and then they disappear or go on their own drama trip, then, you have to say, all right, well, I'm going to have to do this by myself, and it can be a downer. It can be a downer, man. But you have to do it. You have to go through it, because there's, what can I say? There's always sunshine behind the clouds. Even now, some people I like rain. I happen to be a person who likes the rain. So when I woke up this morning and it was raining and cold, I really liked it. Then I started driving around in it because I went out. I shouldn't have gone out. I should have just stayed home the whole day, which was my plan. But I went to visit my friend Charlotte, and she's 90, so I was happy to go see her. But it was yucky out. And sometimes you have to figure out what's going to lift you up, and you have to make the effort to lift yourself up and find something to be thankful for. And I have tons of things to be thankful for. I don't have to worry about wallowing in self-pity for too long, because before long I'll just, today first of all, I got my computer working in the living room so I can watch TV in the living room. So I was watching football, which is one of my favorite things to do during the holidays, because I used to do that with my dad. Me and my dad used to watch football at Christmas time. And there's nothing better because, because I'm a football fan, and it's the end of the season, and all the games are great, and I just love it. But so the first game ended, and then the second game came on, and I was feeling a little down because I was, blah, 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 blah. And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to sit on the couch and wallow in self-pity when I can, just get up and, just get stuff ready for Christmas. That's really what I wanted to do. I wanted to decorate the house and get stuff ready. And so that's what I did. I got up and I started moving stuff around. And of course I realized that, like a lot of times, there's more to do than you realize. So you start a project. I can't decorate for Christmas until I, 1, get rid of all the Halloween stuff, and 2, clean off all the places that I have to put my Christmas stuff. And I can't even get the Christmas stuff out of the attic because it's a 2-man job. But, I did start with the process of cleaning and getting ready to set up for Christmas. And it made me feel better. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for the ability to lift myself up when I'm feeling down, or the ability to call a friend, to go visit someone, to be around people that you care about, that can make you laugh, so that you don't feel down, especially during the holidays. So that's what I'm thinking, being thankful every day is about, because there are plenty of times when I'm just I'm on a streak, thankful, happy, all kinds of great stuff happening all the time. But then there's times when, you get into like a lull. You're on the down part of the roller coaster. And then this part of the roller coaster that's going down, and you're like, I'm going down. And then you wait for the up part. And then the up part is fun. Although I don't know if it's up is harder or down's harder. But either way, it's up and down. And being able to appreciate that. That even if you're feeling down, that there is going to be an up time. And if you have to take action to make that happen more quickly, then do it. Because, there will be ultimately somebody will knock on your door. Somebody will call you up and say, hey, I haven't heard from you in a while. What's going on? How's everything? And if you have close friends, they'll know that you need a little pat on the back, a little checker in, and all you need is one or two people like that. So, and you would do that for the other person too. It's somebody that you would know, hey, I haven't heard from her in a while. I haven't heard from him in a while. Let me give a call because I know that, maybe things aren't going so good because of something that happened, a loss of a job, loss of a loved one, loss of a relationship, all of that stuff that is real in life that we care about. And that makes us conscious human beings. It makes us, separates us from the animals that will just go through the, deer and stuff that have, they have calves and baby deers and does and these and does and then they separate from each other and they carry on in their lives in the woods and they really don't even, think about it. They just go off and they're separate from each other at some point and they're not saying, hey, where's my, where are my kids for Thanksgiving? How come they're not here? That's something that we've invented as people, as humans. So sometimes I like to think about being a little bit more like the animals that just appreciate what they have around them. They are always living in the present moment because they're not considering their demise or worrying about what happened in the past. Wayne Dyer was talking about an animal that he saw that had an injury. It looked like it was a zebra that looked like his leg had been chewed on by a lion. And the zebra was just drinking water out of the stream. Like nothing happened, like nothing was wrong. And I'm sure he said the day before when he was being attacked by the lion, he probably was, pretty freaked out and running for his life, the fight or flight. But then the next day, he wasn't worried about it anymore because as animals, they just live in the present moment. And he was just drinking water at that time and he wasn't worried about the lion. There was no lion around. And Wayne Dyer said that, sometimes we have to just live like they do and just not get bogged down by all of the thoughts that we have in our head and just kind of relax and be present in the moment. Because this moment will change into another moment, as it just did. And I've now had about 28 moments. If your moment is a minute long, I've had about 28 of them since the beginning of the show. And they all went by. And there are 28 new ones coming up after this. And next week and the week after that. So I guess we have to just try and relax and appreciate everything that's great. And if things aren't going so great, just hold on tight. Figure out a way to dig yourself out of it. Or find help to dig yourself out of it. And then carry on, because sooner or later things are going to be on the upswing again and things will be better and you'll feel thankful. It's hard to feel thankful when things aren't going right, even though you still have to be thankful for those times, because when I think it was Richard Nixon, right? He said, only when you're in the deepest valley can you appreciate how great it is to be on top of the highest mountain. So that's something that you have to be grateful for, both of those things. And figure out how to just stay on top of the mountain as much as you can. And when you're in the valley, just start climbing up the mountain, because once you get to the top of that mountain, you're going to see another mountain, and then you're going to want to climb on top of that one. And so just keep looking for those high mountains, and hopefully you'll be able to just keep yourself up all the time. Okay, so I started tonight thinking I don't have anything to say, and sure enough, here I am a half an hour later, blah blah blah. Next week is, it's like a couple of weeks before Christmas. Christmas is coming up quick because Thanksgiving was late. So, I don't know exactly what I'll be talking about next week, but it'll probably be more about the holiday thing because there's a lot of emotion that goes along with these holidays. So I hope to see you all next week. And until then, I love you all, and love is all you need. Thanks. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye. Have a great night.